Hey everyone, you may notice I'm in a bit of a strange location for this video. I'm actually filming it from the bathroom, so bear with me and I'll explain why. So I'm thinking of sharing a few more informal mindfulness techniques that we can just bring into our everyday life. And I was thinking, with all the government advice at the moment, which is around washing our hands a lot more, and I don't know if other people have noticed it, but obviously we wash our hands a lot before all this happened anyway, but it's having to be even more mindful of this now, in terms of every time a letter comes through the post or a parcel, we have to wash our hands again, wash them for longer, really making sure perhaps every time we come in from our daily walk we've got to wash our hands. So it's something that's, we're more aware of, we're trying to protect ourselves and other people. And it just got me thinking really that this could be an opportunity we could have for a bit more of our informal mindfulness practice. So I've shared this in sessions before, so some of you will be aware of this, and actually it was a client from a few years back that told me that this was something that he was bringing into his everyday life whilst he was at work. And it's just that every time he was washing his hands, he was just trying to bring attention to his senses and the present moment. So I'm just going to guide you through, let's see if this works. Mindful hand washing. Hopefully nobody's timing me so you won't know exactly that I'm not doing it to the tune of Happy Birthday twice. But I'll just move this round to focus. That should give you a view now of the six. There we go, very exciting. And there's my hands. So, mindful hand washing might involve just starting by just taking, I don't know, when you're about to wash your hands, just taking a couple of breaths, just centering yourself. Obviously we're switching the water on. And perhaps first of all just noticing the temperature of the water against your hands. So you can perhaps adjust this and change this. But noticing the really focusing on the sensations of the temperature. Really focusing on them. I'm just going to turn that a bit so you can hear me okay. The warmth of your hands, the water against them. Are you wetting all of the hands or parts of them? So we're just sensing into the real, I suppose, physical feelings in the hands to start off with. I've got the soap then, so even perhaps noticing the movement of your hand as you go towards push of soap, or maybe it's a bar of soap, the sensations that your hands make as you're rubbing them together, and perhaps even take a bit of a sniff at this point. So sense of smell. Do you find it a pleasing smell or just a neutral smell? It might even be an idea for those of people who are going out to the shop or have got someone to go out for them, just getting a new scented hand wash or soap. Just something when it's a bit different and a bit of a change can really make us notice it. Now we're perhaps focusing in, using our sense of sight. So let's look at the bubbles. We could switch the tap off a little bit and just spend some time just looking at the bubbles. It's a really interesting thing that I've never done really before myself even. When we really focus in, all the different sizes of the bubbles, the foam, where they sit on the hands, how they move. Maybe we notice the changes and sort of sensations and physical parts of our hand changing. So maybe the lines show a bit more, or I don't know, our hands might just seem a slightly different colour from the soap added to them, soften, a bit pinker from the water. And just look at it's a very natural movement that we do when we wash our hands, but it's an automatic thing, we don't even think about it, but just perhaps spend a few moments noticing the way you wash them. We're probably all a lot more aware of this now, like I said earlier, with the Happy Birthday song and the time we're taking. But just perhaps noticing, I don't know, what you do. Are you scrubbing your nails? Are you rubbing between each finger, the palms of your hand, the back of your hands, your wrists? And all the time, just letting go of thoughts as your mind wanders as best you can, and just coming back to sensations. So smell, sounds of your hands moving, sounds of the water, physical sensations, warmth, cool. So so many different sensations to notice here. Texture, movement, and as you rinse in the soap off your hands, you know, perhaps looking even into the sink and just noticing the water drifting away. Is it going clear? Maybe there's a bit of steam coming off the tap. Just noticing it all. Any movements as you shake your hands. And then you're grabbing for a towel and noticing the sensations of drying. I'm just going to attempt to move this back up again now without breaking it. So that's just something I thought of just literally a few moments ago, so hopefully that's helpful. So I'd like to invite you all to perhaps try, maybe not remember every time you do this, but just try when you do. Some times in the day when you do wash your hands. Something we're doing anyway, we don't need to be thinking about what's coming next or what we've just done. Try mindful hand washing, letting go of those thoughts and coming back again and again to sensations. Okay everyone, hope you enjoyed this, and I'll be back again soon with some more informal tips. Bye.